Bowling fans, we're back here in championship lanes for the Indiana High School All-State event on Savage Bowling TV. I'm Scott Gilmore. Joining me in the broadcast this afternoon is PBA Hall of Famer Mike Albee. And Mike, it's the best of the high school bowlers. We're going to have the top 4 girls and the top 4 boys bowling here on TV.
Yeah, it's such a great event. It's great that Indiana has added this to the repertoire of tournaments because, not everyone could make it to the state finals. So it gives an opportunity for some of that are better players that didn't get there to now have a chance to leave a little imprint on the 2026 season.
No state title on the line, but bragging rights nonetheless.
Yeah, and when you use this event, every one of these players here can win. So it's if you were able to win this field, it's a good maybe a sample of what you can do for your career, and maybe you could send this video off to maybe a college coach and help your advancement in a career bowling.
Well, it's the final high school event of the season. Sit back and relax. When we come back, we'll have the number 1 boys seed and the number 1 girls seed right after this here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee, PBA Hall of Famer, joining me for today's broadcast of the Indiana All-State event. Our stepladder finals, Mike, have been decided after 3 games of qualifying, and on your some familiar names here in our top 4 on both the boys and the girls side. On the boys side, your number 4 seed is Declan Sweeney from Cathedral. Your number 3 seed will be Caden McCoy from Westfield. Your number 2 seed, a familiar face from just 2 weeks ago at the Indiana High School State Finals, and that is Wyatt Skipper from Elkhart, and your number 1 seed is Braden McPherson from Greenfield Central. On the girls' side, your number 4 seed, your defending state singles champion, Morgan Morales from Boone Grove. Your 3 seed, Sophia Hufford from Sheridan. Haley Hostetter from Chesterton is your number 2 seed, and your number 1 seed is Lauren Worthman from Huntington North. And Mike, here we are, stepladder finals. You know how fun it is, and here we are, just head-to-head matches here. In a short period of time, we're going to find out who's going to win the All-State tournament.
We had a little bit of extended play as well because, we've got we actually had a tie for first and a tie for first and second, third and fourth. So.
Well, the kids are going to get warmed up here, Mike, and after a few minutes of practice here, we're going to figure out how these players are going to attack this lane pattern. And before we do all that, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have interviews with both the number 1 seeds on the boys and the girls side. You're watching the Indiana All-State here on Savage Bowling TV.
Welcome back to the Indiana All-State Finals Tournament. And I've got with us here, we have the number 1 seed for the girls, and it's Lauren Worthman. Lauren, congratulations so far. You shot 597. How did you do the lanes that you led by 15 pins at least, but how'd it feel out there to be the leader?
I was just really proud of myself. I've really improved over the last year or so, so just to get to this point was really exciting.
Well, it's great bowling so far. So have you been in one of these live stream events before where you've actually been on the finals?
I haven't.
So this is the first time, so it'll be a fun experience for you to go out there and have a good time, 1 shot at a time and all that, right? And we want to wish you the best of luck, not only in the finals of this tournament, but next season. I'm sure you'll be back, right?
Yes.
All right, well, congratulations. We wish you all the best of luck, and we'll be right back with Scott and the boys' number 1 seed.
All right, welcome back here on Savage Bowling TV. Indiana All-State title on the line here, and I'm with the number 1 seed from Greenfield Central, Braden McPherson, senior, by the way. How cool is it to walk into here and be the number 1 seed in this championship?
It's pretty cool because last year I didn't bowl too well, but it was my first time doing it, so I'm just glad I can bowl better this soon.
Now, you had to do a little roll-off here to get that number 1 seed. That worked out pretty well for you.
Yes, it did. I was just glad I could have the choice of which lane, so I was able to bowl well in the right lane.
Well, now you're a senior, kind of wrapping up the season here. Cool to be another opportunity to be in front of the cameras and the lights. What are you going to do here after you graduate high school?
I really haven't decided yet, but all I know is I'm going to keep on bowling.
Well, we like to hear that. Anybody you want to shout out that came by to watch you this afternoon, might be watching on TV?
Shout out my parents and my sister who should be watching.
All right, hey, look out for this guy. He only has to win 1 match to claim the championship here at the All-State. We'll be back for more right after this. All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Getting ready for match number 1 on both the boys and the girls side. We apologize for a little bit of the what we thought was a technical difficulty. You know, we're in the bowling center. We're trying to be quiet because we're right behind the bowlers, but when we can't hear each other, we're
I don't know sign language, so I was out. So
I don't know if you saw panic in our face or what, but we apologize for the technical difficulties. But once again, it's always great to talk to the players, as we were able to talk with both Lauren and Braden. So it was actually I was laughing at the coach for Braden McPherson said, "See, that wasn't so bad after the interview." And I said, "Heck, he's better than I am." But anyway, match number 1 here. We're on 7, 8, 9, and 10 for the championship finals here. The girls are on 7, 8, boys are on 9 and 10. And we thank you for watching here this afternoon on our final high school broadcast of the spring. We hope you like it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be back here next week, actually on Saturday, for the Indiana Queens right here from Championship Lane. So before we get too far in advance, as Morgan Morales will lead off the singles portion of this event on the girls' side, we want to thank our sponsors, Storm Bowling Products, 900 Global, Roto Grip, and Indiana Bowlers Center, or excuse me, the IBCA and Indiana High School Bowling, along with Trophy House for all their contributions. And now Caden McCoy leading off here for the boys. And I like his bio here real quick. They didn't have a whole lot of time to write stuff in, Mike, but this senior from Westfield High School is going to go into the Marines. I like it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. As Morgan,
nice, smooth two-hander. Yeah, does it really well.
Yeah, Morgan Morales now with the 3-pin, and Caden leaving the 2-8. Ooh, and really a mistake there for Morgan, Mike. And you wonder, too, you know, this not near the pressure of the state finals, but obviously they're bowling for some scholarship money, but you're also on TV, right? So, like you made a comment in our pregame where, you know, this is an opportunity for these players to showcase their abilities and talents to coaches if they decide to move forward with bowling. Yeah,
and no matter how many times you've been able to get this far, you know, Morgan, she's been there a few times, and, you know, you want to continue to learn. I mean, you always want to different situations, so you always want to be able to learn out there, and just don't expect, you know, be willing and open to do things, whether it's changing equipment or a different spot on the lane. But yeah, everybody seems a little, like, I agree, everybody's a little more relaxed in this field than the state championships. But the All-State's a great tournament.
And Declan Sweeney here for his first shot here on lane 10. Left-hander comes in with a high flush strike, and really surprisingly here, I shouldn't say surprisingly because there's a lot of great young talented players, but Sophia Hufford from Sheridan, just a freshman, and she's got her future planned out. She's looking to go into nursing, and that's always exciting. And even Morgan Morales is planning to bowl in college as well. And
yeah, I mean, and when you're a younger player, you know, freshman, sophomore, you know, this is a big event for you to get this experience, and so it makes it easier the next time you get to these tournaments and you make this. You know, what a beautiful spare shot there, nice and smooth. I mean, all 4 players here in this first match have perfect physical games and just are very smooth and kind of let the ball do all the work, which is exactly what you want to do. So they're way ahead of the game here.
Oh, solid 8-pin.
Apparently the pins don't understand that, but that was one heck of a shot.
Opportunity there to
get out front. Yeah.
Build yourself a little bit of a lead, and now
it's a great shot.
Sophia here on the left lane working on a spare. And some of these players, even the number 1 seed, Lauren Worthman.
Very comfortable. I mean, very comfortable out there and just excited to be there. And that's part of the mental game, is you're comfortable with the arena you're in and the surroundings, and you're ready for anything that comes your way. So that's a big part of it, is the mental game.
Well, and she said she'd never bowled on TV before, so she's going to be under the lights for the first time. Fortunately for her, only has to bowl 1 game to.
But, you know, answering a question, she was very calm and just enjoying the situation, that is a big lift if you're able to do that.
Well, you haven't seen it in abundance yet on the girls' side, but you will see a two-hander bowling this afternoon on our show on the girls' side. But pretty much anymore, the two-handers are reigning supreme on the boys' side, right?
Yeah, more and more every time we seem to start again in this new season. It's like there's more and more of the two-handed release.
Ooh, first mistake here for Caden McCoy. Wash out here on lane 10. And it looks like his opponent, Declan Sweeney's got the pocket in control, and Sophia Hufford misses the 3-pin on the 3-6-10. And of course, we can't get too amped up. We're literally right
in
behind
the bowlers area.
Yeah, we are right here.
Yeah.
Excited to be here for the Indiana All-State event. Just 2 weeks removed from the state championships, and what a show that was. And if you haven't watched the broadcast, you need to go onto our YouTube channel and watch both events. The team event was phenomenal. Both championships came down to the 10th frame, the final shots. So I'm not going to spoil anything if you haven't watched it, but
and the singles were just as fun.
Yeah.
It was just amazing bowling by these young people, and congratulations to all of them.
Well, Caden McCoy only gets 1 pin on the washout conversion attempt.
Yeah, he needs to get one going right here and line up.
As Morgan now with the 5-count washout of her own.
And these pairs hadn't been bowled on, so it's the same exact shot.
Wow. No, it's not deja vu. It's
no. Yeah, this pair has not been bowled on until they just threw their practice balls. So they're obviously seeing something different, I assume, than what they saw on the higher end of the house.
Well, and we're looking at qualifying scores. On the boys' side, 647 led the way, and 597 led the way for the girls. So obviously both the boys and the girls bowled well. And Mike,
beautiful shot.
Great cover there by Caden. And now you're at a point now you have to really assess what you're seeing and make some quick moves.
Yeah, no, I think almost everyone is far off. So there is some adjustments to be made. Maybe not necessarily just equipment, but where you're playing on the lane. And they have their coaches down there with them, so they've all been talking and trying to find that key to the next release.
All right, Declan Sweeney here. Comes in light. Wow, pin stand, no chance.
He is the one lined up. He is. That solid 8 the last frame was a killer.
He has 3 solid shots in a row.
Yep.
2 strikes. Boy, if you're Caden watching this, you realize how quickly you're going to have to get this pair figured out.
Yeah, you need to get line up fast. Yep.
Oh, great adjustment there by Morgan.
Yep.
Looked like she might have made a ball change there, Mike.
Yeah, that ball reacted definitely much better. It was in play when she let go of it, and boy, it finished strong and carried well.
Of course, player and coach allowed in the bowlers area. And now Declan here. Oh, man. And he's like throwing a 16-pound ball against 2-pound pins.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous shot there. Very nice. Nice and smooth. Ball hooked early enough and set up right in the pocket. He left a solid 8 on that one last time, which that one wouldn't have surprised me. He wouldn't have the front 4 here.
Oh, comes in light as Sophia with the unfortunate 5 or 4-5-7.
Yeah, that was a good shot. I mean, it just didn't break enough on the back end, the mix, and Caden comes back with a great shot.
And that's just what the doctor ordered right there for Caden.
Good shot.
Good crowd this afternoon. Place was packed full. I don't quite remember the number of bowlers that participated in qualifying, but it was quite a few. Over 120 bowlers participated in this event.
Last chance to put your stamp on 2026, right? The 2025-26 season.
Yeah, we'll have another high school event later on this year, matter of fact, in June, it'll be the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars. That'll be an Expo Bowl in Indianapolis. That event alternates every year between Kentucky and Indiana, and this year we're back in Indiana as Caden McCoy back-to-back 5-count washouts on that left lane.
He picked it up the last time as well.
Well, the way
it looked like you threw it well. I mean, it just got to that part of the lane where you want it to go left, and it went right.
Well, the way Declan's throwing the ball, he doesn't want to shoot at many of these 5 counts.
No.
As Sophia comes in just a little bit high with the 4-pin. Oh, big mistake there, Mike, from Caden. Caden didn't advance to semi-state this year. He finished 3rd in regionals and then finished 15th in, third in sectionals, finished 15th in regionals, so he didn't make it out of the regional competition. Bowls in the White River Valley Conference. And now Sophia here looking to convert the spare on the 4-pin. Solid.
Yeah, very smooth.
Only a freshman, Mike. She bowls in that White River Valley Conference too. Head coach Jimmy Trexler, and the Trexler name very familiar in the high school ranks. And now Declan. Oh, Mike. Oh.
Looked like a little fast, and ball just shot left. A little quick with the feet maybe on that one. But, here's where you take a deep breath or two and get back lined up and get that spare and move on, because you had a pretty good lead. You're going to lose a little bit of it, but you want to make sure you get your spare here.
As Morgan comes in nice. Only a junior, Morgan Morales, the defending single state champion. Matter of fact, she had about as perfect of a weekend as you can have at the state finals.
Yes.
Her team won the team portion, and she won the singles. And this junior has quite the resume building up, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of college programs, Mike, looking at her.
And rightly they should.
And, wow, Declan living on the edge.
8-pin. Yeah, goodness. Great shot to make that spare. He's getting a lot of drive on that back end, so that's why he's leaving that 8, just chopping that 5 straight back.
All right, Morgan now with an opportunity after back-to-back open frames. She's doubled, now looking to make it 3 in a row here in the 5th frame. Oh,
my, wow.
10
Good
in
shot.
the pit.
Good shot. Well, those are 3 fine shots, the last 3 for 3 in a row.
You know you've thrown a good. You know you've thrown a good ball when the bowling ball just sweeps the pins right off the deck, right?
Yeah, it's just so smooth.
Now Mr. Sweeney here after the open frame comes in high and ooh, big 4. Mike, this match has definitely, in just the snap of a finger, has changed.
Well, it's really amazing at what one shot can mean to you. A lot of overreaction and then underreaction. You try to overcorrect, and that's kind of what's he's battling there, is back and forth.
Well, that ball comes in high for Sophia now, leaves the 6-10. You're right, Mike. You make just one mistake, and your mind just goes the wrong direction, right?
Yeah, you try to make sure, and your body kind of tenses up that effect, so you just won't, like that ball, you just don't want to let it go out left, so you help it back a little bit. So you just got to take the thinking out of it and let your body just do what it knows what to do, and that's be nice and smooth.
Oh, open frame for Sophia.
And Sophia's very close. I think just a little bit of speed. Caden gets a good crossover. He'll take that and run. And now try to make a good shot and see if he can't get away with a double. And then you just start taking it shot by shot, and that's it.
All right, someone in our chat gave us the numbers. 111 total players. Almost dead even. 57 boys, 54 girls. So. And think about that. Here you have those numbers, and you only take 4 to the TV show, and that just shows you how hard it is to get to this point here. So all 4 of these players are winner in my book.
No, they bowled very well to get here.
Ball change here for Sophia, Mike.
Oh,
ball rolled a lot better on the back end.
Yeah.
Oh, Caden comes
real
in.
sharp. Yeah.
Comes in high. He tried to almost had another Brooklyn there, but
that's what was amazing about the boys. You talk about that. I mean, they had a roll off for first. They were tied for first, and then a roll off for third and fourth. So, quite close.
All right, there's a spare.
Yeah.
All right, the senior from Westfield gets the spare conversion there on the left lane, and now Declan Sweeney will come up. But before, we'll check out Morgan Morales' shot here in the 6th frame, working on a 3-bagger. Make it 4.
Great shot.
And she is locked in, Mike.
Yeah, certainly is.
Well, Chad, our production guru, just told us that Morgan is throwing a different ball on the right lane and the left lane.
Well, she's doing such a good job with the release net, because a lot of times it's hard to do that and not get the same feel and the same reaction, even though you're using 2 different balls. But so far, physically, you can't tell when she's throwing a different ball.
Well, let's players, you want to go over the pattern here for today, and I was going to have you do that, but you said you've never read one of these in your life. So
no, I just let my ball be my guide.
38 feet, the length here this afternoon, 26 mils, and a 3.62 to 1 ratio. Plenty of friction.
Morgan got that one right a little too quick, so just didn't catch the lane. And
solid 7
beautiful
for
shot.
Mr. Sweeney, looking
great shot
for a double there after those 2 open frames.
And the reason why I let my ball be my guide and not look at a sheet is because you really don't know the topography of the lane, and even though you see that and it gives you an idea where you might want to start playing, doesn't mean it's always going to react that way. So I would just go by my ball reaction.
And
what a
cover.
Shot.
Well, and I tell you what, I probably don't look at those things very often either, to be honest with you.
It does give you an idea as to where to start.
As Declan converts the 7-pin. Good rebound, though, after the 2 open frames, Mike.
He's done some great shots this game.
Right now, Sophia Hufford here, the freshman from Sheridan, needs to throw a strike. Brooklyn! And we'll take it. As Caden McCoy comes in light, another split, Mike, he's in trouble.
Yeah, that's tough. They're leaving some tough. There's a lot of room between some of these pins and these splits. It's not only is it tough count, but it's you got to make a great shot to get that 2-pin to slide over in that 6 and 10.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 10 is makeable. As Sophia misses right, in the gutter.
It's a difficult shot out here. You got to start the ball away, but you can't let it go too far away. You can't go too direct because it goes the other side of the headbin.
Well, and for Sophia, too, is her opponent has quite the resume, and she has figured out this pair outside of the 5-count washout, but
even though
stringing 4 in a row, she's got the pair figured out.
Yeah, Morgan started with 2 opens, so.
Great rebound.
Much better shot.
Now Caden left lane and a solid 7-pin.
I don't know how far that headpin had to come about 6 inches in front of the 7. That was a wild hit.
Well, part of it too, Mike, you have to think, one, if you haven't bowled under the lights with the TV cameras and all that, it takes a little bit, your little nerves. Yeah, your adrenaline's going, right?
You're out there by yourself. You're throwing one shot.
And
Yeah.
boy, when you start out with a
The
couple
mind
of
starts
tough
going,
shots,
yeah, the mind starts thinking and thinking. Yeah, it's tough not to.
Well, and like you have talked about how fast these games go by.
They do.
I mean, before
Especially
you know
when
it, you're in the
struggling.
8th frame,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. It's just deep breath, and when you're struggling to find the look, you just got to do all your thinking before you ever step on the approach.
Now, Mr. Sweeney here, right lane, dead flush.
Pretty shot. Yeah. Yeah, all your thinking has to be done on the approach or off the approach. If you're still thinking when you're setting your feet, it's going to be hard for you to make a clean and smooth shot.
As Morgan comes in light with the 2-pin, and Mike, she's actually throwing a purple hammer on the right lane. So she's throwing urethane.
It's given her a smoother look so far.
And now Mr. Sweeney, Declan from Cathedral, bowling out of the Indy West. And Mike, he just, another shot in the gutter. And that's got to be just nerves, I would think, to a little degree, right?
Yeah, but I think you get caught in that where if you can't go too direct because it's going to break high, so you want to give it a little room. And then once again, I think you get caught in that where you're thinking on the approach and you're not thinking back here. Once you step up on the approach, the only thing you're thinking about is setting your feet where you want and watching your target all the way through till you see your ball roll by it. That's all you need to know once you're out there. But if you're still thinking in about the third step, which I've been there, it can go about 3 or 4 different directions.
Let's see if Declan can convert here in the 10th frame. Ooh, 4-9, or excuse me, 6-8.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, 161 final score, and he'll advance to take on Wyatt Skipper. And if you're not familiar with that name, Wyatt was our #1 seed just 2 weeks ago at the Indiana High School State Finals in the singles show. From Elkhart, as there's a great shot from Caden.
Nice.
Great to see him. Let's get another one here and finish on a great note here. The senior going to enlist in the Marines.
Oh, big break. Watching the girls match and the guys match, I mean, it's almost the same look on the conditioning. You got to get the ball a little away from you, a little to the right or to the left to give you some room. Not too far, because the ball catches more speed and then wants to slide off in the gutter. And if you go too square, then the back ends take you too high.
Sophia wrapping up her game here in the 9th frame with a 5-pin. And, you look at Declan only shooting 161, you're thinking, well, how did this kid make it? But, Mike, when you look at his qualifying scores, he shot 255 to get into the top 4. So we know the talent is there. Sometimes you just have to slow the mind down like you were talking about.
Yeah, and if you just took your eyes away from the scores and just watch all the 4 kids that are on this match, throw the ball, you would think, they're shooting 220s and 30s and big scores because they do physically throw it that well. It's just this is a tough pair for both guys and girls.
Well, you made a great point, though. These kids came off of bowling down on the high end of the house. After 3 games, the last thing you remember is what you finished with, right? And now you have a pair that's not even been used at all on the opposite end of the house.
And when you come down, that's where I would start. I'd want to play the same place I just played. So I'm sure they probably did that, but you only got, 5 minutes of practice or whatever it was, and sometimes that's not enough.
Right.
Especially when you've got 4, 6, 8 balls with you. It's hard to remember how all that stuff goes.
All right. 10th frame here for Sophia Hufford. Let's finish on a great note. Oh, come on, 10-pin. We're going to see a lot more of this young lady from Sheridan High School, only a freshman.
Throws the ball very well.
Yeah, she won sectionals, finished 3rd in regionals, 9th in the semi-state. I would say the future's pretty bright for this young lady.
Yep.
And whatever school can give her that nursing degree, they're going to get a fine young player here in college in 4 years. Really solid physical game,
She really
Mike.
does, yeah. Great finishing position. gets good roll on the ball. Yeah, no, she just continue to learn. She'll do well.
Well, she unfortunately had to take on someone that has a ton of confidence right now, and that's Morgan Morales.
And this is a great experience for her to have this this match out here in front and by yourself, and that's you can't help but learn when you get these situations.
All right, 7-count fill for Sophia, and that'll end her game with 157, and that will. We're going to see a lot more of this young lady, and Morgan Morales will wrap up her game, but Morgan will advance to take on number 2 seed Haley Hostetter, and Haley, the senior from Chesterton High School, is waiting in the wings for Morgan Morales here. 10th frame shot. Oh, give us a little break here and trips out the 6-spin for a strike. Sometimes, Mike, those breaks are a sign of someone that's just really nice and loose in a way.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. And I think, she's conversing with the coach, smile on her face. She's got the right attitude. Just got to make sure you bear down and make sure you make good shots. And especially when you've already got the match wrapped up, you want to continue what you're doing. So you got to keep that concentration going and making good shots just like you need them. Because it's hard to flip a switch on and off. Change balls there.
That one goes across the head pin as well, leaves the 6-pin. All right, Morgan Morales, she defeats Sophia Huffer. She'll move on to take on number 2 seed Haley Hostetter. And Declan Sweeney defeats Caden McCoy 161 to 136, and Declan will take on Wyatt Skipper from Elkhart. When we come back, we'll have semifinal matches. You're watching Indiana All-State right here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, we're back here at Championship Lanes here in Anderson, Indiana for the All-State event for the IHSB high school season, and really kind of the final hurrah, if you say, for some of these kids that are seniors as they participate in this event. And obviously it's exciting, but then also kind of sad in a way too, right?
I'm sure it is for a lot of the seniors especially, but their season started in August time frame, so they've been going at it for quite a while. So I'm sure everybody's ready for a break probably for a week or so. Right.
Well, and we're in for a treat here because Morgan Morales, she defeated Sophia Hufford in game number 1 in the first match, 210 to 157, and she'll advance to take on Haley Hostetter here from Chesterton High School, and a familiar name and face here on the boys' side, Wyatt Skipper. He's going to be taking on Declan Sweeney, and Wyatt, a senior from Elkhart. So should be a lot of fun. Excuse me, Wyatt's only a junior.
Oh.
So he's got another year of bowling. So this is not his last hurrah, but Haley is a senior from Chesterton. So should be a fun, exciting match here, and really we're watching warm-ups here, and it looks like Wyatt's going to play urethane way outside by the gutter, and obviously you're going to get your first look at a two-handed female here on the high school level in Haley Hostetter, and Mike, it'll be interesting to see how she attacks this pair.
Yeah, I mean, so far watching her practice, she was having trouble getting the ball up to the head pin, and we'll see if she's making a change. I know her and her coach are in a deep discussion now, you can tell, and probably trying to see what moves they need to make, and I think it's been same trouble the last match when they came over and bowled in this pair, and it seems to be a little bit different than what seemed like they were bowling in qualifying. Only because we can only say that because we watched the ball. The first couple frames were difficult for all of them, so it's whoever can kind of get lined up quick and put the heat on the other one, because we watched that in the first match. So that's probably the game plan. Make sure you make some good shots early and let your opponent know you're lined up, and and take a deep breath and see what happens.
Well, they're going to have to pull Declan Sweeney off the practice pair here on 1 and 2. He took full advantage of getting some warm-up shots
He's
on
still
the
there.
end pair, and he's still there. But players are done with their practice here, and we again want to thank our sponsor, Storm Bowling Products, for making this broadcast possible and for all the contributions they make to the high school bowling season. And also can't forget the IBCA, Trophy House, and Indiana High School Bowling as well.
Number 2 seed, Haley Hostetter. She'll be on lane 7 from Chesterton. Come on, give her a good hand. Come on. Against the winner of the first match, your number 4 seed from Boone Grove, Morgan Morales.
Well, that happens to be Gerard Kelly, our
And for
MC
boys,
for the day.
on lane 9 will be your number 4 seed, Declan Sweeney from Cathedral. Against the number 2 seed, Wyatt Skipper from Elkhart. All right, for the girls, who's going to take it? Haley? Or Morgan? How about for the boys? Gonna be Wyatt? Or Declan? All right, we'll get going here in about 20 seconds. As soon as it times out, we'll get you started. Good luck in your semifinal match in your quest for the All-State Championship.
Looking at their bios here that they dropped off for us, which is always kind of nice. And Haley, she must have wrote a ton of stuff really quickly because the kids didn't have a whole lot of time to fill these out. But she's a senior. She's committed to St. Xavier University to study criminology. So that's
Wow,
cool.
Exciting.
Yeah. And Wyatt, only a junior out of the Michiana Central Conference of Elkhart High School. He's got his plans made up, though. He's going to get in the trade school. And again, we talked about Declan. He's going to study business analytics at Notre Dame. So that's pretty cool as well.
Yeah, very nice.
All right. Looks like Declan's going to get us led off here from senior from Cathedral of the Indy West Conference. Left lane, lane 9.
Wow, pretty shot.
Boy, starting just the way he did in game 1, Mike.
Yeah, that was a great shot right there. Nice and smooth.
Now your first look at Haley Hostetter. Oh,
look at that.
great shot.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect shot. Nice and smooth.
Now Wyatt Skipper, your runner-up at the singles part of the state finals, lost to his teammate, Colin Albright. And Wyatt comes in and just shreds the rack. I know he was very disappointed in the results of the high school state finals. He was happy for his teammate, but he knew he could bowl better than that. And
he was in a tough situation, being leader, coming over there and bowling a bowler who was coming up the ladder and maybe had a little bit better idea of what was going on in the lanes. And but he went out there and attacked it and kept trying to the end. So
Morgan comes in with a flat 10-pin, and it'll be interesting, Mike. She's throwing urethane on that right lane. Can she get it to go through the pins right?
Well, she roughed it up pretty good with the abrasive pad there, and ball looked a little smooth, looked smoother than what she was trying to do, and it just didn't hit. Made a good shot though.
Now Wyatt coming in high, leaving the 3-10.
Seems like the balls are going fairly long down there, but boy, then when they catch the back end, they seem to want to just duck left for the right-handers and right for the left-handers and left for the right-handers.
Well, both Wyatt and Declan throwing urethane. 38-foot pattern, and not flat, but relatively flat. Obviously, the urethane's going to keep their angles in front of them, and there's great
nice
cover
fair.
there.
Yeah, great job
for Wyatt Skipper.
It's a good fill for the second frame. We've seen difficulty filling frames in that first match. So yeah, if you make that spare, even though it's a split, Get you to the next frame.
All right, Morgan Morales now. Frame 2. Left lane here. 7-8 championship pair for the girls, 9 and 10 for the boys. 42 lane center here. Excuse me, 44 lane center, I believe, isn't it? Yes, 44 lanes here, championship lanes. And as Morgan comes in, and there we go for the strike. And we'll be back here Saturday. When you're talking about the girls, the ladies, the best women in the state of Indiana will be all here in Anderson for the Indiana Queens. We can't wait for that. And it's Declan there with the high flush strike.
Great shot.
And now Haley Hostetter here on the right lane. Strike in the first, second frame.
Oh my. What a bad break that was. Great shot though. Nice ball speed. Looked like it arced perfectly and man, just left that solid 9.
There's a lot of power in that release.
Yeah, perfect shot.
Now, third frame for Declan here. Perfect through 2.
Good break.
4-7.
Paul just wanted to read the lane a little earlier on that one for Declan, but broke down that split, so.
All right, Jeremy Delkamp, his coach, sitting next to Wyatt Skipper here, and as Haley converts the spare, and obviously Jeremy a big part of that singles part of the show when he had both of his star players in the final match. Yeah. As, mistake for Declan. As many of you know, spares are such a huge part, especially in these single game matches. As Haley comes in high with a 6-10.
Not quite as smooth on that one as she had been the first 2 frames, but got a good break, leaving just the 6 and the 10. So far, what we've seen, spares are going to be an important piece of these matches.
Now Wyatt Skipper after the split conversion in the second, third frame. And he just shreds the
Plenty
rack.
of power left. Yeah, great shot.
Oh, sometimes these pins just don't stand a chance.
They do not.
Of course, here at Championship Lanes, Mike, they have those synthetic pins that kind of have that different sound to them when they hit.
A little bit.
They really bounce around. The light hits in this center, that's the primo spot to be. Lots of pin action here at Championship Lanes. Now Wyatt Skipper here, fourth frame, working on a strike. Trying to take advantage of that open frame by Declan Sweeney here in the third. Oh.
Wow, sure did. Great shot.
Swept the rack. And that's a double for Wyatt Skipper. How much of that experience that he had there 2 weeks ago in Pro Bowl West, Mike, would benefit him here today?
Oh, I think it's very important. You know, he's got a total feel for it, not only coming from the lead, but, we're now working up the ladder. So, yeah, I think it's very important for him, and I think he's got a reason to bowl well today. He wants to come back.
All right, after the open frame, and a messenger comes across and hits the 7 just enough to knock it down, and what a rebound there for
good comeback.
Declan Sweeney. And now Morgan Morales, Mike, quietly has a double here in the second and third frames, looking to make it 3 in a row in the fourth. Oh, beautiful shot.
Yeah, those last 2 are perfect.
Just such a really solid physical game. And we talked about when you think of some of the best players you've ever seen throw a ball, it's amazing. You really can just, all of them have in common is really solid at the foul line.
Solid at the foul line, and Morgan gets that ball to roll at the right time on the back end so it hits the pins hard.
Sure, there's going to be a lot of programs waiting for her to
I
graduate.
Would think so.
As Haley comes in high with a 6'10".
She's moved in a little bit.
Obviously, with the two-hand release and a lot more rotation, she's going to play these lanes a little bit differently. But she seems to be a little bit farther out than Morgan is.
Yeah.
Morgan is actually left of her.
Yes.
As Haley goes here for the 6'10" conversion. That needs to hook. Ooh, she misses it. That's an open frame here in the 4th frame, and now Wyatt Skipper looking to make it 3 in a row. Bingo!
That was another perfect one. 3 great shots.
And those last 3 for Wyatt have been solid.
Very nice, yeah.
Now, what can Haley do here after the open frame?
She's kind of moved in a bit there. Trying to, it's like a similar part where Morgan's at, but because she started out more up the lane, farther out with a different ball. But
well, one thing I noticed just now, Mike, and I don't know why I just noticed, she's got kind of a shoulder brace on. You wonder if if there's a protective device for her, or if she's had an injury.
Good spare.
And if that's the case, that could have an impact too, right?
Yeah, have a lot. Yeah, whether you're able to feel good going up there and.
Oh, how did the messenger not hit it? Wow.
Those you just shake your head. I mean, you get a pin that bounced like 6 inches in the air after it hit the lane. It's like, man.
That was a 2-hopper right at the 10, and my, oh my, I can't believe it stood.
Big thing here is, though, you don't want to let it get away, so you got to make sure you get your spares.
All right, I think Morgan's going to let him shoot at the spare. She does. 6th frame already for the boys.
Nice spare. Good
there
job.
you go. You don't want to
Good
give
job.
Declan any.
No.
You're going to want him to strike to catch up, right? You'll hear some shots off screen here as #1 seeds warming up here as Morgan comes in high with the 3-6-10, and
looks like she just got around the side of that one a little quick and didn't quite get the projection out, and boy, it just broke loose a little earlier, and 3-6-10.
well, Declan can cut the deficit to 5 pins right here with the strike on the right lane. He didn't like it.
Got it in, yep, just got it in a little bit.
2, 4, 7, 8, and that's a tough one.
Tough spare.
Sometimes, too, you know how big of a shot it is. You get a little amped up, and you give it a little extra.
Give it a little extra, and that's exactly what happened.
As Morgan now opens in the 5th, leaving the 3-pin here.
Nice spare, great job.
Good cover. You know, and Mike, there's some significant money here on the line. First place for both the boys and the girls, $500 in scholarship money.
Yeah, very nice.
You know, when you get to school, that'll buy a lot of pizza. I'm not sure it'll see any books, but might buy a lot of pizza.
Well, I didn't attend the university scene, so that I'm going by what you can tell me.
All right, Morgan here trying to rebound after the open frame.
Nice
Man,
shot.
that's how you do it, 10 in the pit.
Perfect shot.
19-pin deficit here for Declan. 7th frame here, left lane. Beautiful shot.
Good comeback, yep.
Really, for Declan, Mike, it's just about execution.
I agree totally. Yeah, he's done, made good shots. It's just the ones where it looks like he gets a little off, a little helpful, and maybe not quite as relaxed as he was. But that's easy to do when you're afraid where it's going to go sometimes.
Now, can Haley get lined up here? Comes
Ball
in
change.
line. Oh, righty there. Something chopped the 4 down.
That was a nice shot. Little ball change it looked like, but much smoother release too on that one.
Wow. She can cut that 21 pin deficit to 11 here with the strike on the left lane, 7th frame, and now Wyatt Skipper. Oh, boy, he is locked and loaded.
He is, and he's here for business. He just put that one, another one, right in the jaws there. That was a great one.
Well, he had the 2-hopper messenger that missed the 10, and he would have, really right now, he could have 5 in a row very easily.
Easily.
Now Haley here looking to double. Nope. 310.
It just seems like it's a common denominator amongst all the players. You want to give it that little extra to get it there, but when you hit up on it, that's where it's going to break loose on you. It's that fine line of getting through it, low and long with the hand. If you hit up on it, it's going to jump.
Looking to convert. Ooh.
Thought she had that. That was a good try.
Open frame, 7th frame. Now Wyatt looking to double. Oh my goodness! I don't know if
radar gun. We need a radar gun.
I don't think the 4-pin's going to last much longer.
Yeah. We need the radar gun to see how fast that pins are flying across there. My goodness, great shot.
Felony was just committed on lane 9, and
great shot.
They might have to pick up the pieces of the 4-pin.
Yeah.
That's a double, and that's quickly now, Mike, a 29-pin lead for Wyatt. Oh, great shot there.
Another nice shot.
And that's the sign of, I would almost say a sign of a professional. After the open frame, you come back and throw 2 really fantastic shots.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean when you see how her ball revs and it hits that, it hits the pins, it's just unbelievable.
As you were saying that, what a pin action there for Declan Sweeney as a pin came off the sidewall and took out the 3-pin.
Yeah, I don't think Declan has learned to ever turn around because the pins are just still going in action. Great shot.
That's what revs and rotation and all that will do for you.
Yeah, now you just come back and make another good shot.
All right. Can she make it 3 in a row here and take full command of this match? Oh,
beautiful
wow.
Shot. Got that half pocket. Enough hit for the 6 to hit the 10. That's the detail sign when you see that. Everything worked. Everything was thrown well. The ball hooked at the right time. Great shot.
It's just a really solid game by Morgan Morales. Coaches will be all over that here at some point, Mike, when she graduates.
Yes,
I'm sure
if they're not
they're already talking to her right now. And
great comeback. After that light hit, that was a great shot there for him. Is that 3 in a row or a double? 3 in a row.
3 in a row now.
Yeah. That was the big 9th frame.
Yeah, and that 29-pin lead just went to 9 for Wyatt Skipper. So that Declan just let Wyatt know that, I'm still
right
around.
Here. I'm right here, yeah.
We've got plenty of game left here. Now 9th frame for Wyatt, but first off, Haley Hostetter here looking to pick up the 7-pin in the 8th frame. And she does. And, Mike, she's at a point now where she's in a must-strike situation.
Yep. Definitely needs to set it up here.
Regardless, St. Xavier University is getting a fantastic player as a solid 7 for Wyatt Skipper.
Well, if there's one person out of the 4 out here that's bowling that hasn't received all their hits, it would be him.
And a Brooklyn strike there for Haley.
Yeah,
and Mike, watching Haley, what would you, if you were coaching her, and I don't mean anything against her current coach, what do you see that she could probably really improve on in her game?
I think she's moved in trying to play the same spot that Morgan is, but I think the big thing for her is she wants to hit it, overhit it, it seems like to me. Just a little smoother so the ball gets down a little bit, and when it arcs more comfortably and consistently rather than, where it looks like it just darts to the left, because those are very hard to control, and it's such a steep angle, you leave all sorts of splits. But, it's a tough condition out there today.
As Morgan looking to make it 4 in a row, and she does.
And she is making it look easy. She's throwing it very, very well. Great break, but she threw it good. You don't trip those fours unless you threw it nice and clean and smooth.
Well, and right before that shot, Wyatt Skipper, Mike, misses
hurts. Yes,
the 7-pin in the 9th frame. 226 max score, 240 max score for Declan, but this is a huge 10th frame for Wyatt now after the open frame. Comes in light. Oh, my goodness.
Got to make this spare, though.
Mike, he almost left the 5-10.
It's he just has not got his breaks. I mean, it's just he's thrown them all over the place, and the pins are just going everywhere. It just has not got the breaks.
Now Declan's at a point now where he could just mark in the 10th frame and move on. As Morgan misses and leaves the 5-8. All right, good spare there.
Yeah, good job. He needs to just fill 10 because let's face it, there's been errant shots. You know, Declan's had a little trouble here and there, but he's made some great shots, and he's made great shots to put himself in a position to win. So, but this, you know, you get a good count here, a strike, and you're going to at least force him to make a good shot.
All right, open frame for Morgan, but this match has long been decided. She shoots 221 here. She'll advance to take on Lauren Worthman, the sophomore from Huntington North. As Wyatt Skipper strikes in the field ball, and you know he is absolutely steaming over that 9th frame.
Yeah, it's easy to get upset because he has thrown some. Oh, he threw. And even one shot was a baby split there, but he's thrown. Other than that, he's been labeled on the pocket.
There's a good-looking shot
Smooth.
from Haley. Yes,
just a little high, but
better balance at the line,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, no, that was perfect shot.
And she leaves the 4-pin.
Yeah, she threw it very smooth.
All right, now here's Declan Sweeney. Any type of mark, and he'll advance. Oh, nice no, the 7-10.
Great shot. Declan threw a wonderful shot there.
And boy, you got a feel for Wyatt Skipper. He bowled an absolutely fantastic game. Yeah, easily could have had 7-8 strikes in a row.
I mean, he's going to be hugely disappointed, but what a couple of great weeks of bowling, and he's made good shots today. And you know, they don't always go, but that's something to build on for sure.
Well, Declan Sweeney, though, you got to give him credit too, Mike. He rebounded nicely.
Shots.
He took advantage of the one break he got with the pin coming off the sidewall, taking out the 3 that extended his string to 3. But he's thrown really 4 or 5 high-quality shots here in the back half of this game.
Definitely.
Well, that'll be a 172 for Haley Hostetter, and Morgan Morales will advance to the title match. And Declan Sweeney will advance to the title match over Wyatt Skipper. When we come back, championship matches here on both the boys and girls side. You're watching All-State Indiana High School competition right here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, well, here we go. Final match for both the boys and the girls side here. Championship lanes, Indiana All-State, the event. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee here in the broadcast booth. And, of course, they always say if you're not sure about yourself, sit yourself next to greatness, and that's what I've done here for the last several years, right?
Yeah, you need a seatbelt in here, right?
Oh, well, you know. But hey, we're going to have a great title match here on both the boys and the girls side, and Lauren Worthman in warm-ups playing the twig. Impressive.
Yeah, playing right up the gutter. Yeah, all the way to 1 and sometimes 0.
Well, she's going to have her hands full with Morgan Morales.
Well, she throws it really well. And, yeah, Morgan is lined up and seems to be playing the same spot, and she's making better shots each time. But Lauren looks like she's ready and very confident and throws the ball very well, so it should be a great match.
All right. Gerard Kelly, our MC laneside. Let's have him set up the matches here for you.
All right, let's hear it for Lauren. Let's hear it for Morgan. And for the boys. On lane 9 will be your number 1 seed, Braden McPherson from Greenfield Central. And your number 4 seed, who's running the table, from Cathedral, Declan Sweeney. Let's hear it for Braden. Let's hear it for Declan. All right, good luck on your quest for the state championship at All-State Tournament.
All right, before we get underway here, let's thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. As always, want to thank Storm Bowling Products for all their contributions to Indiana High School bowling. Trophy House, IBCA, and obviously 900 Global and Rotogrip as well. And we're going to get things started. And Mike, when we're looking at Braden McPherson, the number 1 seed, had a chance to interview him before the matches took place. Good kid. Shout out to his family that is watching here. And, he was part of that high school state team championship just last year. So he's got quite a bit of experience here bowling under these circumstances. So it'll be interesting to see the senior from the Indy East Conference. He's undecided on what he's going to do.
As most of us probably were when we were in high school.
Two-hander here, first shot. Oh, beautiful. It's a beauty.
Great start. It's just the exact way you want to start out. That nice, smooth release and be able to carry one and start with one on the board.
Well, and Lauren Worthman was first in sectionals, first in regionals, and fifth in semi-state. And this young lady, extremely talented, only a sophomore, and she fully plans to bowl in college. Her head coach, Jeff Hudson, who I've known for a long time, has coached her for many years, and this young lady is a player. And college coaches will take notice of this young lady, and she is the current NWI points leader on the season too. So here we go. First shot from Lauren here on the right lane. Oh, and it's high flush.
Great start.
Mike, and she's
Just the way
playing
you
part
wanna
of a
start.
lane that no one else has played here.
Not that angle, no. That's a totally different look. She's the first one out of the 4. Making it look great.
Now, Declan Sweeney with the strike to start his match off, looking to run the ladder here. Oh, kick save and a beauty on the 7.
Great shot. He's made some great shots, great adjustments from the last game. Finished strong in that last game as well. And he got away with a really rough first game, but was able to pull that one out.
Oh, that is, I mean, you can't pack it any higher flush than that right there, Mike.
No, you're usually not going to leave anything when you hit him right there. That was 2 great shots to start the match.
Well, and, unfortunately for Caden McCoy, who really struggled, has a great break there, only the 5-pin now for Braden. Caden McCoy kind of struggled, and that allowed Declan to kind of get his feet underneath him and advance, and he's kind of settled down here quite nicely.
Yeah, he was throwing strikes, but then had that one that leaked out and threw it in the gutter on a double, and then was afraid and made the next one and got a big split. So, yeah, but he's figured it out now.
All right, Morgan.
Pretty
with a
shot
nice
there.
strike
Yeah,
there.
A lot of drive on that shot. Blew that 5 into the 7. Great shot.
And a spare for Braden. All right, $500 first place scholarship money here for both the winners of the girls and boys division. $275 for second. So, Mike, as we talked about
a good day's
earlier,
work.
yeah, that's how many pizzas can $275 buy, right?
Yeah.
That's the difference in the match here. But all joking aside here, these kids will be able to use that for their future. And a great shot from Morgan.
Great shot.
We might be in for one heck of a title match here on the girls' side.
It has certainly started that way.
Now Braden looking to rebound after the spare, and that's the best way to do it. It's just throw them all in the back pit.
Yep, another good shot.
I want to thank Dave Small and the owner of Championship Lanes and Angie Collip, the GM, for all of their hospitality here this week. As Lauren is focused.
Makes it 3 in a row, yes. Great shot. Once again, that telltale sign, that 6 into the 10.
Now Declan, 2 in a row, looking to make it 3. And he does. He's getting confident, Mike. You see the confidence just starting to ooze.
Yeah, I agree. Certainly can.
Kind of like you on a Saturday afternoon and ABC, right? Yeah. All right, now Lauren looking to make it 4 in a row. Yeah, she knew she kind of got that one a little left. 3-6-10. Can he make it 4? Yes, he can. And those are 4 solid strikes.
No doubters. Yeah, great shots.
All right, if you like live bowling action and you're enjoying this broadcast, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for a lot more bowling action. Savage Bowling TV is the official voice of Indiana High School bowling, and also all the premier Indiana State Scratch events. Queens next Saturday here from Championship Lanes. All the best ladies in the state will be right here. We'll be on the air in the morning for the first squad. We'll do all of the qualifying and the finals. And Mike, you'll be here with us.
Yes.
We look forward to that. That's always been some great bowling here. The ladies put on one heck of a show. It's
great players, yeah.
We're seeing 2 future ladies of the Queens right here, and Morgan Morales and Lauren Worthman. Can Morgan make it 3 in a row here? 4th frame. Comes in at pinch high. Oh! Kind of a bad break there, Mike, with the 4-10.
Yes. Just maybe turned that one just a touch early. Broke loose a little quick, but certainly wouldn't have been a surprise for that one to dig that 4-pin out of there.
And Braden McPherson open frame in the 4th, and
yeah, got a little anxious on that first release, and kind of looks like he got around it a little too quick and pulled it. Left a little bit of a split there, 9-10, and unable to convert. He's going to need to get back on strikes here to catch back up with Declan.
He's conversing with his coach, trying to figure out what to do. Ooh!
That was a good try there.
Great run there for Morgan, and an open frame in the 4th.
Those are difficult spares when you have to cut them across lane like that and slide them across. Certainly had to be fraction of an inch on that one or it would have got that.
Braden here waiting on the special delivery of a bowling ball. He's going to make a ball change here.
And it's tough when you're the leader when you come over and, you know, the person coming up the ladder's got a game or 2 already on the pair, so they're seeing how lanes are changing and breaking. And
well, and especially when you're Braden, you're looking at Mr. Sweeney, and he went 160, 230.
Yes.
So now it's not like he just went 160, 180. He is lined up.
He's lined up now, yeah. And then he's got the front 4.
Well, and he had to execute at a high level to knock off Wyatt Skipper.
Yes. No, Wyatt, I know he's very disappointed, but I think he'll look back at that and watch his shots on the replay, and he'll be happy to see what he did, because he made some great shots, just didn't get the results.
Yeah, he bowled a fine game.
Yeah.
And now Morgan here with the spare conversion. And she gets it. And I like the fact that these kids, you know, congratulating one another, and lots of smiles and chatter, and great sportsmanship as always here in all of our IHSB events.
And I thank the coaches for that as well, because I'm sure they instill that in them.
Sweeney comes in high, 4-pin.
That almost came across and got that 4.
Now, if you like bowling in this realm, we're going to be our next, not high school related, but we'll be doing the middle school state finals in May. And we'll be at Jason's place.
Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, Richmond 40 Bowl.
Richmond 40. And
Jason will be a good host, the owner there, Jason Friedenberg, and a huge volunteer for the state of Indiana. Jason does a wonderful job.
well, he was giving us a little bit of a hard time here before we took the air, right?
You know, I was trying to be nice until you mentioned that part, and I just now.
I'm not going to say a word.
He's one of the good ones.
Yeah, great guy. And now Lauren Worthman now with a 10-pin here in the 5th. 41-pin lead for Declan Sweeney over Braden McPherson. And a 26-pin lead for Lauren. Good cover. And she is very businesslike.
Very. Yes, she is. She is very. You can tell that look in the eyes are always thinking, and she's always, intense and into it. So yeah, it's you can certainly tell she's got experience in doing this. And there, Declan comes back with another one, so he's still lined up and through 6 frames over there in the boys' match.
It's always a treat to watch young athletes thrive in their sport and how they can execute, and love the thrill of competition and the pressure.
Well, you don't get to this point and not have worked at it.
Oh, another flat 10. Could that be an instance where maybe the ball might be burning up a little bit too much in your mind, Mike?
Maybe just a touch. Yeah, it starts to roll, and then it just kind of lets up a bit.
Oh, what a great break for Braden McPherson. He almost had the 410 standing, and one pin came around and took out both of them.
They're all getting a good laugh out of that, and now he needs to concentrate and get him another one.
Well, and when you're playing the extreme outside line as Lauren is, what would be your move at that point?
I think she can go back another half board or a board with her feet and, get a little more direct, and maybe they'll catch an earlier roll. But, with the lead and the fact she's through 3, I think you're going to stay pretty close to where you're at. You don't want to do too much changing. You can always soften your speed. Oh, there's a big break.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can always soften your speed, but dealing with speed is awful difficult.
Well, and to me, it's a great sign of how hard she practices. I know Jeff said Lauren puts in 4 or 5 hours a day on the lanes, and
that's dedication. Yeah, and it shows. I mean, you can see it.
It's much easier to repeat shots when you practice that time, right?
Yeah.
All right, now Morgan Morales here. Big shot here in the 6th frame. Oh, great shot, 4-pin.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
Now can Declan Sweeney. Braden kind of gave him a double here just to let him know, hey, I'm still here. Now can Declan match that strike with a double of his own? Oh, tomahawk, 2-hop chopper to the 7-pin, wipes it out.
I'm speechless. That was one heck of a shot, and then to get that carry, wow, what a great shot by Declan. He has made some unbelievable shots the last game. Last game, 10 frames, 12 frames have been just the all-power shots.
Well, and the way these kids can send messengers, you just never know. You think, oh, they left a 7-pin or a 10-pin, and pin comes flying across and just wipes it out. Now, can he make it 3 in a row in the 8th frame? Oh, he is on fire right now.
Just labeling those shots. Great shots.
You could just see the arm swing much looser. His pace to the foul line has changed, right?
Yep.
Not much you can do for when you're Braden McPherson, but just tip your cap. As, another 4-10 for Morgan Morales.
Ball seems to be just starting just a touch too early right now for Morgan.
Well, and that urethane, when you miss in, it's not going to go offline.
Yeah.
I mean, it pretty much rolls not necessarily out, but it's not designed to flip, as they say. And Sometimes if you miss a little in, it might go Brooklyn for
Yes.
you. Well, this ball's not going to
Not
do
gonna
that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Greek church.
The leader is a position you want to be in.
Oh,
there it goes!
yay! There we
Great
go.
shot. She almost did that the last time she left that awesome shot.
Oh, yeah, la-di-da, you know, as she sits down.
Great shot.
Oh, what a cover. And Mike, oh, as Braden McPherson takes 4, almost makes that.
Yeah, the kids are putting on a show here in this title match.
But how big is that split conversion for
yeah.
Morgan?
Well, it's a lift, and it's a lift for you, and it's a message to the opponent. It's just all sorts of things that you can use.
Now, Lauren here, right lane, working on a spare, 7th frame. Oh, what a great shot.
Yeah, nice shot.
Well, and that split conversion for Morgan, it keeps this match still in play, right?
Exactly.
She opened.
Although Lauren's got an opportunity here to put it out of range.
Yeah,
here.
to say otherwise,
Yeah.
right?
That was a great shot.
Oh, great pin action as the 4-pin falls for Mr. McPherson.
And it's tough being the leader. You know, it is just a difficult situation you're in, trying to get lined up in a few practice balls and not knowing how much the lanes have changed in the last few games and before you get out there. So it is really hard to keep up. But Lauren's kind of showing the way here.
All right. Looking to double here in the 8th frame. Left lane. Up by 25. Looking to make it, or 24, looking to make it 34. Oh, and the 10-pin falls.
Good shot. Get that 6 into the 10. Big shot there.
Not a lot of emotion here from the young lady,
Got
right?
a little
Very
bit of a fist
businesslike,
bump
right?
there,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was it. But, you know, you got to know when to do that.
Oh, pin stand, no chance for Declan Sweeney. And Mike, this guy won a roll-off to get in to this championship
Yes, yeah.
Final Four.
He's worked really hard. He battled through that first game with a lot of adversity and was able to pull it out, and then has come through with flying colors. And what a game in the title match here.
And now Morgan Morales, must-strike situation here in the 8th frame. That's a good shot, and it's a good result. And there's one for the young lady from Boone Grove. And now, basically just the parade at this point for Declan.
Yeah.
And he has already won this match. He's looking to shoot a huge number. Oh, pins flying. 6-pin goes down. Mike, he has a chance to shoot 279.
Yeah. Great shots. Great shots.
If you replay this match, ladies and gentlemen, and you watch him bowl in game number 1, you would think, boy, can he settle down? And he has. He's a little off with his timing and speed, and that's just a part of just getting acclimated to your environment.
Yeah, and he's gotten comfortable out there and made nothing but great shots.
Already in the 260s. Make it 270s. This kid is on fire. What a show Declan Sweeney has put on tonight. Now Morgan with the spare conversion. Not over yet here on the girls' side. But this shot right here for Lauren could dictate the outcome.
She's made nothing but good shots so far in this match.
Now, the kid from Cathedral High School, the senior, heading to Notre Dame, finishes up with a 278. What a performance.
Great shot making.
And now the sophomore from Huntington North, 9th frame.
Better hurry.
Oh.
A little delayed on that one.
You saw it, Mike.
It rolled over, but it was just not hard enough to back in to hit it. So it's a tough one here.
Important to get one here. One means two in this situation. Obviously, the chances of you making this pretty slim on the
that's a hard one.
on
Directly
the A10.
across, that's a tough one.
You'd almost
But
have
you're
to
right,
have
you need
something
the
bounce
one.
out the back.
Yeah, in the greater scheme of things here, you want to get the one. For, like you said, it means two.
Well, Braden McPherson finishing up with a spare there in the 10th. All right, good choice there. All right, what a day for Braden McPherson, the senior from Greenfield Central. He'll finish second, take home $275 in scholarship money, and he'll finish with a 181. But Declan Sweeney, the senior from Cathedral, will take home $500 in scholarship money here at the All-State event here. Championship Lanes in Anderson, Indiana. Now our attention here after the open frame, Mike, goes right to Lauren Worthman. Any type of a mark here, Mike, and she'll win. Can she do it? Pin comes across. All right. Fortunate, Mike, to leave just the 610 there.
Yeah, she's got a smile on her face. Yeah, that one broke up there pretty hard, but got a good break, leaving just the 6 and the 10.
I don't care how much you practice. These situations are different.
They are, and these are the ones that are you want to be in there and have to throw the shots, right? And this is where it's at. These go a long way for your career and your mental game, and when you're able to pull these off and make the shots when you need them.
We all as kids always dreamed of these situations right here. You wanted to be in this spot. Now she must convert. And she does. Well, Mike, she just needs to keep it on the lane.
Which she's playing out towards the edge of the gutter there, but I get the feeling she may move in just a little.
Yeah, I don't know if we saw her throw a gutter ball in practice. I don't think she wants to
do that again. Yeah.
I think you want to throw this one pretty close to the middle of the lane here.
So any pin count is a winner.
All right. Final shot here for Lauren. Any kind of pin count, and she's the winner. That was a little bit inside, but a great shot nonetheless, leaving just the 4-pin. And your winner, the super sophomore from Huntington North, Lauren Worthman, will take home the championship here at Indiana All-State, and she'll take home $500 in scholarship money. But I tell you, the real winner of this, Mike, is the state of Indiana. When you have two fantastic young ladies in both Morgan Morales and Lauren Worthman, and both of them will be back.
Yeah.
For another year of high school.
Two very strong players and just good kids, and put on a good match for both of them. Yeah, they're both really happy to watch this one again, and of course Morgan had the double state tournament win. So we're very fortunate in Indiana to have that, and of course Declan. I mean 278 to win. Wow.
Yeah.
Great bowling today.
What a great day here from Championship Lanes here in Anderson, Indiana at the All-State event. When we come back right after this, we'll have the winners, both Lauren and Declan. You're watching All-State right here live on Savage Bowling TV. All right, we're back here from Championship Lanes in Anderson. We have our winners of the All-State event here for Indiana High School Bowling, both the boys and the girls. We'll start off with the boy here, Declan Sweeney, the senior from Cathedral. And Declan, what an impressive performance here. Mike and I were both talking during your match. You could see the confidence building as you bowled each match, and to finish with a 278 game that was pretty impressive.
Thank you so much.
What did you have nerves when you started your first match, and did you get a little bit more confidence like we talked about?
I had a little bit, but coming into it, I was pretty confident. I had a good line coming in, so I was feeling pretty good.
What do you think about taking home that $500 in scholarship money?
Definitely feels good.
Now, we were laughing because we said, that's going to buy a lot of pizza in college. You enjoy that. You enjoy pizza. You're going to use some of that for obviously education, but you can do that as well, right?
Probably, yeah.
All right, congratulations, Declan. Now the super sophomore, Lauren Worthman from Huntington North. And Lauren, impressive performance. You played a part of the lane where nobody else was playing, right up the gutter. Impressive performance, very businesslike. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How did you feel? Was that your strategy in qualifying too as well?
Yeah, I played the gutter all of qualifying too, and I found a really good line from practice.
Well, I know for you too as well, it has to be exciting to take home that top prize and all that scholarship money that you're building.
Yes, it is.
Any plans? I know you're only a sophomore, but you have to be thinking, your future obviously extremely bright as you're moving on through your high school ranks. I'm sure we'll see you a lot more here in the future.
Yeah, I am just really excited to be here because of my improvements that I made over the last few years.
Well, congratulations. Before I let both of you go, we're here on TV. You want to shout out to anybody that might be watching?
I'll shout out my parents, my whole family for coming here. My grandparents are here. My Aunt Candy, my sister came. So thank all of you guys for coming. And then also thanks to Alex Jones because he taught me how to bowl.
All right. Now, do you have anybody you want to shout out to?
Shout out my mom and my best friend and my boyfriend because they're all watching online.
All right, there you go. Your winners, both Lauren Worthman and Declan Sweeney, for here at the Allstate. We enjoyed the broadcast this afternoon. When we come back, we'll wrap things up with Mike in the broadcast booth. You're watching right here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, back in the broadcast booth one last time as we wrap things up here from the All-State event here at Championship Lanes. And, wow, Mike, what a performance did we see from both the champions, both Declan Sweeney and Lauren Worthman.
Yeah, you talk about the best for last. I mean, my goodness. I mean, Declan 278, and it was just what a great. He made so many good shots after that first game. I mean, it showed a lot of moxie about just not only the bowling releasing part, the mental game to turn those things around was great. And then Lauren just, I mean, she just come out there, played in a different part of the lane than any of the other girls, and just made it look easy,
Yeah, very businesslike, right?
Yeah, very businesslike. I mean, mental, physical game, total package. And like I said, we've got a few more years to watch. I mean, no surprise if both those girls are back right in this spot next year.
Yeah, but you got to give a shout out to Morgan Morales, the runner-up. She swept the state titles just 2 weeks ago at Pro Bowl West in Fort Wayne. So she comes up short today, but still a very successful day.
Great player, and she was close. I mean, almost had an opportunity in the 10th frame to come again and do it again, but, didn't quite work out for her today.
Well, hey, too, we got a shout out by both of them. All the fans and friends that were watching, always kind of cool for the kids to give props to all those that support them because it takes a lot of support to keep these kids in this profession, and we hope it's going to be a profession, right?
Yeah.
And but there's a lot of give and take by both parents and players.
A lot of volunteers, but a lot of time spent not only with coaching and driving and, the camaraderie of all the team play and the individuals. We saw great sportsmanship today. Indiana's in great hands with that youth coming up, so it's exciting to watch.
All right, I want to thank again our sponsor, Storm Bowling Products, IBCA, Trophy House, Rotogrip, 900 Global. And want to thank, too, Dave Small and Angie Collop, the owner and proprietor here for Championship Lanes, for all the wonderful hospitality. And we'll be back here next Saturday for the Indiana Queens right here from Championship Lanes. If you enjoyed this broadcast, please like and subscribe. Tons of bowling action still to come up throughout the year. And obviously you can watch that exciting state final championship from just 2 weeks ago on our YouTube channel. Want to thank Chad Lester, our production and director. And that will wrap things up here from Championship Lanes at the All-State event here from high school bowling. Our champion, one last time, Lauren Worthman on the girls' side and Declan Sweeney on the boys. We hope you enjoyed watching. We'll see you sometime later on, just next Saturday here at the Queens. So long, everyone.